vibes. We say that somebody has good vibes if they are chill, you want to have a conversation with them, talk to them, chat with them, and share your deepest, darkest life secrets with them because it's actually fun, like awesome, great. But bad vibes on the other hand might be like, wow, like just talking to this person, looking at this person, interacting with this person just gives you the chills. It just makes you want to projectile vomit and to just run away as fast as possible after giving a polite smile anywhere apart from here. And I think you know in what category all those penunggang agamas, penunggang bahasas, defenders of race and religion that we see so often on the Malaysian internet belong. And today I'm here to talk to you about why you should normalize ignoring them. So Boops, a couple of days ago, I made a Facebook post that is titled, Why I Got an A+ in SPM Bahasa Melayu but I Still Won't Speak It With You. Now that post was pretty popular, it got about like 516 reactions, 122 shares, and it was viewed by 121,000 people in about 2 days. And of course you got a lot of different reactions. Some people agree, some people disagree, other people scream that it is too long and they cannot read while they actually read the entire thing, and other people say I'm being lancang. So you know what, I'm here to clarify that I don't mean that I'm not going to speak Malay with you. What I mean by that is that if somebody comes up to me and acts arrogant and entitled, screaming mengaku orang Malaysia tapi tak cakap bahasa Melayu, or tries to guilt trip me, gaslight me, or force me to use the Malay language in any way, shape or form, I'm just not going to speak it with them. I think we talked about this quite a lot already, but the purpose of language is to communicate, to like actually exchange meaningful information. And I'm sorry, not sorry actually, I have nothing meaningful to exchange with a language gaslighter. Why do I need to talk to you if there's nothing meaningful about talking to you? I don't get any benefit from talking to you, and my speaking with you only serves to fulfill your own ego. But you know, to switch this up a bit, it's not just about the Malay language. I mean, that's a perfectly fine language and everything, but like, just generally speaking, I think what we need to do is to take control of our situation and stop talking to rude people. Seriously, I'd give the same advice if somebody were coming up to you and saying that you should be speaking English no matter what, or saying, "Wow, 你是华人, right? Why don't you speak Chinese, ah?" No cap, no difference. You should ignore every single one of those entitled brats. Seriously, why would you even give them power over you when it is in your control to decide who you actually want to talk to, when you want to talk to them? Why would you even put yourself in a situation where somebody has power over you and can control you by a couple of bullshit lines like, oh, jati diri, when their own Malay is not even that great? And all that happens when you speak with them is that they end up having this kick or feeling that their image of the world is being validated. Now I know this isn't always convenient for people. Sometimes you might have a boss, for example, who speaks in a particular language, and in that case then you have to speak that language with them. In the real world though, that almost never happens. But you know, when I think of these gaslighters, I'm mostly thinking about the people on Threads, aka the most toxic social media platform in the world, casually insisting that everybody has to speak the same language. When you actually go out and you talk to people in Malaysia, it doesn't matter what race they are, Malay, Chinese or Indian, usually we speak like rojak. You probably end up hearing something like "Lu siao ah, tambi, mana lu punya otak," as a grand testament to the wonderful diversity of our country. We kinda mix and match, bro. It doesn't matter which mamak store you go to, kayu ke, pelita ke, you're gonna hear all of that rojak, tambi, de, babi, limpe, kalikong, cause that's how Malaysia is, baby. So many different cultures, so many different languages, we pick, we choose. That is the true spirit of Malaysia. But then when you have all of these people coming in trying to so-called jati diri, oh, this is the pride of my bangsa, I just have to wonder, but where do you even get that from? Is it that if everybody speaks Malay, for example, then suddenly the civilization is going to become super amazing, super great, super awesome? If 70% of all conversations in Malaysia are in Malay, then does your pride just have a sudden upgrade? Do you somehow feel that the way people might have looked down upon you in the past will suddenly all just disappear because people are speaking the language that you prefer day to day? Do you get $1 million worth of Bitcoin deposited directly into your Jati Diri account, give you all the the Nobel Prizes you were denied, reverse the brain drain, and make Malaysia great again. Although there's an open question as to whether it was actually ever great in the first place. Yeah, I don't know. But either way, I have never had respect for these kinds of delulus. Whenever I see them, I don't feel a sense of nationalism. I feel a sense that I'm talking to a crazy person. Xiao lang. Sudah gila babi mengamuk. Sin, which is why I tend to ignore them. And I know, yes, there are a lot of them, and if you ignore all of them, then you might ignore the entire country. But as far as I know, right, in Malaysia, I know plenty of people who are rational, logical, who can have conversations in any language. And if I like a person, and even if they can only speak Malay, I think that's fine, because like, it's not like I'm just choosing to hate on the Malay language. No, that's not it. It's just that if you're not nice, I have no reason to talk to you, then it doesn't matter what language you try to speak to me. But if you are nice, if I like you, then like, I will go through heaven and hell for you, through the ocean, beyond the rainy waters, across the Sahara Desert, citation needed. But anyway, the point being, if I like you, I'm gonna do a lot for you. But I have to like you in the first place. Which then begs the question, if all these people out there in our country just yap and blabber about how everybody needs to speak their language, do you think people are going to like them? And do you think even their own kids are going to like them? Yeah, I don't think so. Which is why we have that whole speaking problem in the first place, and why their so-called nationalism goal is probably going to just end up dying. It's not like I want it to die, but hey, facts, right? It's not like destiny smiled upon us and said, hey, the Malay language is going to be super popular, guys. Everybody is going to speak it. Let every nation bow, every tongue confess the Malay language. It doesn't, no. It's just, no. But yeah, end of the day, it really is a matter of self-respect. If somebody is denigrating your identity, your choice, what you want to speak and how you want to express yourself, and saying that you all need to be of the same culture as me, why don't you assimilate and all that garbage, I don't think it really makes sense. I think you should feel free to ignore such people because they're not the ones in control of how you see the world, how you express yourselves, and what you choose to do with your time, your energy, what brings you joy. Go with your hearts of hoops. If you see rude people, don't hesitate. Cast away everything that does not bring joy. Or whatever suits your fancy. Alright, that's all I have to say about that, and bye.